Hi, Tim here with from World of Sleuths, I should say, with another current read. It's been over a week last since my last current reads, and in it I did finish three books that I was still reading at the time. I'm starting to read another four. So with that, let me get to the uh, uh, books. Okay. Okay, the first one I finished is Manhattan is My Beat by Jeffrey Deaver. It's about a 20-year-old girl ruined that recently moved from Ohio to New York. She's had trouble keeping jobs for very long, but she was working for a video store. This is back in the 80s, so it's videotapes, and she was given an assignment to go pick up a tape from elderly gentleman that got a membership at the store a month before that, and he had befriended her and stuff. Well, anyway, just before she gets there, he was killed by a hitman, and the hitman was still in the apartment when Rune rang the doorbell, but he got out and stuff. But he did see them driving away, and she decided that she wasn't happy with the speed at which police are going at solving this murder. So she decides to take it upon herself to do it. I I rated that book 5 arrows out of 6. And then the next one that it wasn't the next one I finished. The other paperback, I'll say that it finished, is Cinemax by Annette Van Hoytgen. I think that I might be slaughtering her last name. Or it's Antoinette Van Hoytgen. And but it's about Mother Danielle. She's a successful lawyer in New York, being considered for a partnership with the firm she's working with, and this is their offices is over by Wall Street. But she's also a single mother. Her son has Asperger's, which is a higher form of autism, or he's intelligent. Like I know a boy, well, he's a college student now that has Asperger's, and he is intelligent. Well, anyway, but he started having some, or she discovered a journal he had where he was considering committing suicide, and she takes it to his therapist, and they thought it would be best if she took him to a clinic, and that's supposed to be like around the top clinic psychological facility in the nation, and it's in a small town in southern Iowa. And his behavior there starts getting violent, and then one day he was in a kid, another guy there around the same age as him, was killed and somehow he was in the room. He didn't even know how he got in there and stuff. And and so Danielle is trying to save him from going to jail, but she does some stupid things. In this being supposed to being a smart lawyer that's taken on cases in front of the Supreme Court, and yet here she is, she pulling some of the stupid things that some of the stupidest things lawyers could do, but so I didn't care for that one as well. I gave it 4 stars because it was kept me wanting to read, and it's a little higher than what I do for 3 arrows. So I gave it 4 arrows, but it's at the lower end of that. Then the next one I finished is the book I was reading for Project PD Mysteries and Thrillers, which is The Circular Staircase by Mary Roberts Reinhardt, and for that it's about well-to-do the woman, the older woman. She's never been married, and she has custody of her niece and nephew who are orphaned, but they're in their early 20s. But this book was written in 1908, and but the night, not the night she got there, but the following night after her niece and nephew show up. The first night she heard noises in the house, and she went to check in the hallway and stairway. Didn't see anybody, and went back into her room. This was at 3 in the morning. The next night after her niece and nephew got there, again at 3 in the morning, she heard something, but this time it was gunshots. So she went to check that out, and there was a body of a man on the floor, but her nephew and a friend that came with them had disappeared. Well, this guy that was shot turns out to be the son of the guy that owns the house. So but she has a feeling that her niece and nephew might be implicated in it, and so she decides she's going to start investigating it on her own. And also she was working with the police also. Well, I should say that they are at they rented a house for like 6 months while hers was being renovated. But I really liked that book. It was my first book by her, and I gave it 5 arrows. And since I'm talking about my PD mysteries and Project PD Mysteries and Thrillers, one that I've started now is the Man in Lower 10, also by Mary Roberts Reinhardt. I'm just starting it, so can't really tell you much about it yet. And I'm also just starting the Cathedral by Nelson DeMille, which I can't tell you much about. And and Firefly by P.T. Duderman, same thing, and then on my tablet, I'm starting to read the Monkey's Raincoat, which is by Robert Craze. It's first book in the Elvis Cole series. I have a few other books in that series, but the first one's like the third or fourth one in the series, and so I'm trying to read all those that I can. And this was available on Cloud Library, so I checked it out, and I'm reading it right now. Well, that's all I have for you this time. I'll leave links to my reviews of Manhattan Is My Beat, and also the Circular Staircase down below in the description box. I didn't try to get a review written for Saving Max. I don't know whether I will or not. So until next time, take it easy and keep on reading.